So we're all familiar with the blue water filter for our RVs, right? You get these things anywhere. You see them everywhere in the RV parks, state parks. Today, we're going to educate you on why going green is better for your body and for your RV water system. Stay tuned. Howdy, thanks for tuning in today. Really appreciate that. My name's Scott. I'm your host. Welcome to Go Small, Live Large, a YouTube channel dedicated to sharing with you the learning from the road as I live and work a corporate job full-time from my 2019 Winnebago Travato. Been full-time since February 2019, 30 states, 40,000 miles. You guys have taught me a lot. I learned from cool people like you're going to hear from today. Keith at Clear2O. They reached out to me and told me why 1 micron is so much better than the other guys. And that's these guys here, right? We know about the blue filter. And let's roll with Keith, CEO of Clear2O. So hey, got a special treat for you. A little bit like the Embassy RV guys reaching out to me to get this conversation started. This group of folks reached out to me, and as I started to learn about their products, I thought, you know what? Let's have them come in for the real story. So today we have with us Keith, the CEO of Clear2O.
That's right.
And Clear2O is a water filtration company, and you probably know that my Travato comes equipped with a filter under the sink, which is great. But a lot of us in the RV space are familiar with the blue filter that goes on the outside of your rig for water coming into the rig. So what I thought, I'd have Keith come in. We're sitting inside of Lily, obviously. We're gonna go outside and do a little bit of a demo for you. Just to let you learn about the story and learn about these products, let you guys decide which one you think is better for you. I'm not getting paid for this at all. I might get a free filter out of it. But this is just, again, how we roll here at Go Small, Live Large. I learn, then we share back out to you guys so you can be better, smarter RVers. So, Keith, welcome to Lily. Thanks for being here today. I know you have nothing else going on.
It's great. I'm just glad it's not raining anymore.
Yeah, right? Oh my God.
So much rain lately.
It's so true. So tell us a little bit about you, your background, and then maybe get into Clear2O. How'd that come about?
Well, we started Clear2O 10 years ago, 12 years ago now, actually, in 2008, and we brought out water pitchers. And so I'll give you an example here, just different types of water pitchers.
We've seen those, so maybe think about Brita's probably the best.
That's one of our competitors,
sure.
And we actually did it a little bit different in that we used solid carbon block and we used water pressure to be able to get through a much tighter 1 micron type of water filter. And so in doing so, it was just a little bit better and you could get more contaminants taken out. So we've brought those out 10 years ago. About 2016, we brought out, or we came out with our own RV as well. So we bought our RV, my wife and I, and we wanted to get our boys out of the video games and out into the thing. We thought this was a great idea to go see nature. And we did that. We had a great time. We really enjoyed it, but we also found that we couldn't drink the water. Once we were out, we were having to use our pitchers and things of this nature, but we really wanted to do something better than that. So we created our own inline filter. We used the blue filter for a while and it just wasn't up to the standards that we were looking for. And so we brought our own out, and this is this filter right here.
And by the way, they consulted with me on the color, because I know our channel color is hot green. So.
Well, we wanted everybody to make sure that they could spot this filter and to make sure if they saw it hanging out on the side of it, someone's rig, that they would know that they are using the green filter, and we wanted everybody to go green. The difference is green basically means that you've got a solid carbon block filter inside, so as opposed to the blue, which has all the granular carbon. So we can go down to 1 micron on our filter, where they're anywhere from 20 to 100 micron.
So help me, because I should get my measuring tape. So we're kind of famous for measuring things. So what's a micron look like?
A micron,
you probably can't even see it, right?
It can't. A micron is a millionth of a meter, so to give you some idea. So a human hair is anywhere from 30 to 70 microns in diameter, to give you just an example.
Holy cow.
So it's very, very, very small overall, but at 100 micron, it's bigger than a human hair. So the fact is that things can pass through. We're at 1 micron, and this is where we capture all of the different sediments, etc., as well as the lead and chlorine and mercury and VOCs and all the other stuff that's contaminating water. We bring those out through our solid carbon block.
That's really, and the solid carbon block, as you explained to me, is important because if it's granular, the water over time, it's like water going through sand. It kind of makes channels,
That's
and so
correct.
the filter's not as effective. Whereas carbon, it's kind of forced through.
When you're talking about granular carbon, it's pieces of carbon, and it's a great technology. It's good for what it's good for, but in this particular scenario, it actually has a tendency to channel, and so the water is coming through, it's going around the carbon versus through the carbon. By having a solid carbon block, the water actually has to pass through the wall of the carbon itself, all the carbon filter itself to pass through. So this is why we have our entire length is 1 micron as opposed to 100 micron is just the granular carbon. And if it's 20 micron, quite often it's just a small filter on the end, and it's just passing through the granular carbon itself.
That's amazing. So I assume you're using an RV when you're out at parks, anywhere really, putting water into your system, you're using a filter. You really need to do that as a best practice. But what I found is that some of the places I'm at, the water is actually yellow. They say it's safe to drink, it's just a lot of sediment. So sediment, probably this guy can't do his job as effectively if the sediment is kind of clogging things up either up or downstream inside the filters. How you guys have kind of, this is kind of cool looking. So they just work together, I
That's
think.
Right.
So
That's
tell us
right.
about sediment. How'd you guys treat sediment?
Well, sediment itself is actually sand, silt, sediment, rust, all of the different particulates that can be out there, especially in hard water areas. So the harder the water, generally, the higher the sediments are as well, overall. What we did is we call those the filter killers because they come in and they coat filters, they clog filters, and so what we wanted to do is we wanted to be able to take those out before you entered into a carbon filter. So we created the DirtGUARD, and this is this product here. And it actually works by acting more like a similar canister system. And we're using this type of filter here, which is a polypropylene hard filter, and it's 20 micron. So all the sand and silt and sediments are going to be stuck here. When they're stuck here, they won't pass through, and they won't be able to get into your carbon filter overall. You hear all that rattling?
Yeah, that's cool. It's so cool.
So we designed this so it actually works with the carbon filter, and this works with any carbon filter, ours as well as the other ones out in the marketplace. And the goal is now you have created a two-stage filter system. So a pre-filter, and then your post-carbon filter. And you're going to actually have longer lasting carbon filter, as well as you're going to be able to get the carbon filter to more effective. And so, because cleaner water are going to be going into the carbon filter itself.
That makes total sense. And it, so length of time, there's either months or usually there's gallons on the box, right? So how does that affect this either way?
Well, the intention for us overall when we designed this is to make the filter cleanable. And so our goal overall was so that you would use it, and it is expected to be coated, and it's stopping all that sediment.
It's gonna look nasty.
It's gonna look nasty. You're gonna take it out, and we expect you to take it over to your sink, use a kitchen scrubber, no soap, but a kitchen scrubber, and just clean it off, wipe off any surface, reinsert it. We've also included an adapter so that you can backwash it up to 3 times. So by backwashing it, you're going to blow out anything that's inside as well, and just make the filter last longer. You won't bring it back to white, but you will be able to continue to use it. And when it clogs to the point where it's no longer working for you, time to replace the filter. Easy to find that filter and be able to replace it.
That's amazing. So that's just really fascinating. Here's a little bit of the information, and maybe Keith, just tell us real quick, where can they? Because we're going to jump outside and show you what this looks like outside. But before we do, where can people find out more about you? And the reason I ask is, you guys ask me so many questions about this rig, RVing. You've done your homework on your rig? You've done your homework on your solar. Have you done the homework on your water system? We drink it. We're like, what, 80% water? So, have you done your homework on your water? I just assumed to do the blue filter thing, and maybe we need to see a little more green out in the RV space. So if somebody sees a green filter, takes a picture of it, puts it on Instagram, that make you happy?
That would make us very happy. We want everybody to join the green movement.
The green movement. I love it.
But
Yeah, get rid of the plastic bottles, right? I'm just so annoyed by
absolutely
people in RVs drinking because why? Well, the water's not great. You want it to be great. Do your homework.
And you can get great water out of filtration.
For sure.
And save the bottle, save the money, save the backache, save everything.
Yes, sir. So let's jump outside and show the guys how this works. Is that cool?
Sounds good.
And gals.
I already talked about, normally we say hook this on the spigot side. That's so that it carries the weight and it's not necessarily having to deal with the lower pressure that you get over a hose.
Okay.
So we'll do this here and set this up. So the first thing is we're going to put in 2 different filters, and what's important is the first thing you do, run this water. Because if you've gone to enough campgrounds overall, you've noticed that there's been brown water sometimes coming out of it. You don't want to flush those into your filtration. Yeah, there may be a lizard inside. Turn on the water, let it run for a second, let it run clear. And then from there, you're going to want to go ahead and hook up.
Again, this is the pre-filter to get the sediment out of the water before it hits the carbon.
That's right. So we're going to install the DirtGUARD, and it very easily goes. We actually also include another little hose extender that makes that a little bit even easier. And what you want to do now is go ahead and flush this as well. So just let it flush, let it run clear. That's going to take any dust or anything that comes from the manufacturing process and flush that out. So allow that to flush out very quickly. And then you can take any inline filter. So this is our filter. Obviously, we like the match of the green. But if you have other filters, you can use any inline filter as well. And that just screws on inside. We made it so that it nested so that you can get the smallest size and be easy to store overall. Same thing. Now, go ahead and flush this filter. This filter is a carbon filter, so you will see some gray or black water come out. That will run clear. That's normal. That is just getting rid of the manufacturing dust that comes along with that process. And then when you're from here, and then last is to go ahead and hook up to your water hose to go on in. As always, turn the water on, check for leaks.
Yeah, so if it's set up like this, there's a little bit of weight in your filter to put some water in it, right? So you'd never really put your filter on the rig, you put your filter on the spigot, and then your hose goes to the rig directly.
So when you're done using it, the easy thing, just disassemble it the same way. Actually take it apart, drop out any water, and with your filter, your carbon filter, shake the water out. Doesn't have to be left out. You can leave it standing upright to let it dry, and a dry filter is always going to be the best way to store it.
That's awesome. Here's something that's really cool. Does this thing look amazing, number one? Let's see some more green in the RV parks. But what's cool about this is brand new.
It's brand new.
Patent pending. It's almost a Go Small Live Large exclusive because we'll post this probably next week, in which case it's the first time on YouTube. And you guys got back orders on this thing already?
We have back orders. These products came in just actually yesterday. So this is brand new. You're the first in the market to actually see it.
Wow.
And first ones to be we'll be shipping out next week.
And let me tell you, this feels super quality. This is not flimsy, cheap. It's really well done.
Yeah, we realize that it's going to be used outside, so it has UV protection, it's robust, it's thick, it's a good solid product overall.
So how can people find out more about this and almost as importantly, get one for themselves?
Well, they can go to our website, Clear2O.com, as well as we sell on Amazon.com, Walmart.com. This summer, Camping World is going to be carrying both these products as well in their stores, so that you can buy them at their stores as well. But anywhere you can go there, and follow us on Instagram as well, because we have all of the social media, and you can find us on Facebook.
And I have my Amazon store live now, so in my website under more is Get Gear, and we'll put this there so you guys can go there and get that. In that case, I did get a little tiny commission, so thank you, Amazon. But I'm really excited to give this a run for the money, and I'm super into drinking water on my RV. A lot of RVers aren't. I just like to see less plastic bottles from RVers. You're all about being in nature, so this really dovetails.
You drink clean water and save the world at the same time. So
one bottle at a time.
That's exactly
That's
right.
Great. Keith, thanks, sir, for
thank
out.
you.
I really appreciate it.
Absolutely, we're glad to be here with everybody.
Ditch the blue, go green. I'm going to connect this to my rig right now, and let's put that together. And you remember from Keith that this is the sediment filter, so that goes on next, like that. And this is going to be too big, so I'm actually And then the filter goes right into this. Yep. Just follow the water flow. And this is the carbon filter, the solid block carbon filter. So super simple. And then my hose connects to this. Now, because this is the first time using it, I'm actually going to let this run for a few minutes to be clean, to get the sediment out. So let's run that. Okay, I'm going to call that good. Now let's just connect it to the rig. Again, what makes this really special is that it's a 1 micron filter, which is significantly smaller than the blue filter that we're all familiar with. I'm really excited about this setup. It's really, really cool. Glad Clear2O reached out to me. And let's see more green at the campsites. What do you guys think? I have these products on my website. They're linked out to Amazon. So if you would not mind shopping there, that helps me out a little bit. And definitely look for the green Clear2O. So with that, we're going to call it a wrap, and let's get smarter on our water.